Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Lakers' drop in production is frightening and fans are upset with manager Rob Pelinka for not making moves to trade players. Strong rumors are already beginning to emerge that Anthony Davis is dissatisfied and could explode and ask for a trade and go play for another team. Any NBA team wants a player of Anthony Davis's caliber on its roster, but some have already shown clear interest, such as the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. If Rob Pelinka isn't bold and reshapes the Lakers roster with several moves, it's likely that his stars will ask for a trade. Oklahoma City Thunder and San Antonio Spurs have full interest in Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers have hit a tough point in the season. They've lost back-to-back games by a combined 70 points and have fallen to 9th place in the Western Conference. Superstar big man Anthony Davis looked like an MVP candidate early in the season but has scored fewer than 20 points in 4 of the Lakers' last 5 games. Los Angeles is 1-4 in games where Davis scores fewer than 20 points. LeBron James turns 40 in December and his recent struggles have led to speculation that this could possibly be his final NBA season. If he were to retire after the season, that would put Davis's future into question. Lakers insider for The Athletic Jovan Buha recently admitted that he believes that Davis is happy in Los Angeles but could see him potentially requesting a trade in the offseason if James retires. But I wouldn't say it's inconceivable that he asked out, but I think he's been pretty happy in LA and I think he's aware of LeBron's plans, Buha said in a December 4th video posted to YouTube. I also think if he wants out, I think the Lakers should just honor that because it's like at that point, if LeBron retires, maybe it is best to rebuild and just keep your picks and then maybe at that point, they have kept their picks and just kind of punted on this season and next season. But I think if I had to lean one way, I'd probably lean toward AD staying, but I would not be surprised if he asked out. Davis is under contract through the 2026-27 season and has a player option in 2027-28, so he doesn't have much leverage should he want a trade after the season. Lakers urged to blow it up and trade LeBron, AD. Since winning the 2020 NBA championship, the Los Angeles Lakers have been a picture of inconsistency. LeBron James and Anthony Davis have struggled to lead a disjointed roster. Darvin Ham led them to the Western Conference Finals in 2023. However, they were swept by the Denver Nuggets. Even with a new coaching staff led by J.J. Redick, the Lakers have been unable to produce consistent performances. On some nights, they project to be a serious force in the West. On others, they look like a roster in dire need of change. According to the Volume's Jason Timpf, who was speaking on his Hoops Tonight podcast, the Lakers might need to tear their roster down and begin a complete rebuild. I think they should trade LeBron and AD, Timpf said. Start the rebuild. Jeanie Buss needs to fire Rob Pelinka and hire someone who actually understands basketball. These guys can't be G bothered. They just can't be bothered. They need to completely break this thing down. And they need to reinvest in J.J. Redick and a new front office and try to build a quality basketball culture from the ground up. Play. The Lakers are 12-10 this season. However, their recent performances have undoubtedly left the fanbase concerned that their current slide could turn into a season-defining run of bad play. On Wednesday, December 4th, the Lakers suffered their second consecutive blowout loss. There was no energy on either side of the ball. On defense, the Lakers stood around and watched as the Miami Heat used the game for target practice, with a sea of purple and gold jerseys standing around blaming one another. During his post-game news conference, Redick called on his team to take ownership of their performances. There has to be some ownership on the court and I'll take all the ownership in the world, Redick said. This is my team and I lead it. I'm embarrassed. But I can't physically get us organized, I'm not blaming players. I own this. But, gonna need some ownership on the court as well. There's not a sense for me that we're together right now. LeBron backed his head coach's statement, admitting that the team's current malaise is on the players and isn't the product of bad coaching. Everything that Redick, said is correct, James said. We've been preaching it since July. I wasn't here since July, I was preaching some other stuff with Team USA, but it's been preached since July, so there should be an understanding. It's not on the coaches, it's definitely on us, for sure. If the Lakers can't figure things out on the court, entering a full-scale rebuild may be the best option available. Redick wants to add size to Lakers roster. Since taking over as head coach, Redick has been vocal about the Lakers' need for some additional size at center. During a July 13 interview with SiriusXM NBA Radio's Justin Turman, Redick admitted the Lakers lack a big bruising center to battle some of the bigger teams in the West. You certainly have to look at what I think is actually a very good roster, a very balanced roster, Redick said. We tried, but we'd love to, at some point, get another five-man, a big bruising five-man. You look at the Western Conference right now, whether it's Denver, Minnesota, OKC with what they added, certainly Memphis, they're going to be back in the hunt, they added Zach Edey, certain matchups in the playoffs, you're going to need a lot of size. If the Lakers follow Timp's plan of tearing down the current roster and rebuilding from scratch, Redick would be able to construct a team that fits his vision. Only then will we see what he's capable of as a head coach. Unfortunately, that means the Lakers would need to accept some tough years as they develop talent and reposition themselves for a sustained period of contention. They need life jackets. Kendrick Perkins disagrees with LeBron James' assessment of the LA Lakers. The rosy days after the 4-game winning streak to start the season are well and truly behind LeBron James and the LA Lakers after their latest loss. Coming on the back of the 7th-worst loss in franchise history against the Miami Heat, the LA Lakers fans were looking for a response from the team. Instead, what they got was another loss, which was a microcosm of the team's issues so far this season. The Anthony Davis-LeBron James duo dominated, becoming just the 6th duo in NBA history to finish a game with at least 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. The rest of the team had the score stumbling to 132, losing to the Atlanta Hawks in OT 134-132. It drops them a place further in the Western Conference, at 10th, but LeBron James wasn't ringing any panic alarms. Kendrick Perkins, on the other hand, disagreed with James' assessment and made it clear in no uncertain terms. Kendrick Perkins on the LA Lakers' woes. Now on a 3-game losing streak and having won just one of their last 5, the LA Lakers need a response and need it quickly. For his part, LeBron James has been trying his best to beat Father Time. Shannon Sharpe recently defended James strongly for his contributions. Davis has also started stepping up, but the Lakers bench has been letting them down. After the loss to the Hawks, James was keen to stress the holistic picture. He said that the Lakers were missing many pieces due to injuries and in their absence, they just to not drown. Don't drown and we'll be all right, he said, alluding to the team getting better when players return. Perkins, however, was not having any of it. Speaking on ESPN after the game, he disagreed with James' assessment, claiming that the Lakers are already drowning. He said, they're dysfunctional, don't know who they are, and need help. LeBron James said something along the lines of as long as they are not drowning. Well, they are drowning and they need life jackets, they need help. James and Davis need better personnel around them if they're trying to compete for the title. Right now, I see a team that a coach has to beg every night to put forward their best effort defensively. They still lack a playmaker to take pressure off James. LeBron shouldn't have to do all this going on 40 years of age. LA Lakers' problems go deeper than their role players. The LA Lakers have always garnered the most coverage, and that sort of pressure is not for everybody to thrive in. First-year head coach J.J. Redick is effectively learning on the job, and the job itself is trial by fire for even the most experienced coaches, let alone a rookie one. James, as great as his stats are offensively, can't be expected to engage at the same level defensively, and Davis's impact on that end has also fallen a bit after beginning at MVP level. Injuries have just compounded the problems the Lakers already had, which was a systemic issue of conceding too many points and not having enough scorers outside of the duo to make up for it.